It was a quiet North End Barrie neighborhood, but some people who live there now say they are under siege. Some all-night parties held by Barrie college students are getting way out of hand, and those complaining are getting roughened up. Naomi Parnas tells us there's a tense atmosphere in the neighborhood, but neither side is backing down. Naomi?
Jane, in many college towns or cities like London or Guelph, students tend to live in designated areas next door to each other. But here in Barrie, the students live in neighborhoods next door to families and seniors, and it's causing some major problems.
These beer bottles are left over from a weekend party neighbors say was thrown by college students who live on the street in this normally quiet North Barrie neighborhood. It's a party Robert Essler says got out of hand when he approached the students about the noise.
The yelling and screaming started back and forth. The next thing you know, I get a bunch of people coming up towards me and ended up in a big ruckus.
He has the scrapes and bruises to show for it. And it's not the first time neighbors have been affected by the parties. In fact, Shona Essler, a mother of two, says it's a weekly thing.
The parties do not stay inside the homes. They are outside. There are beer bottles everywhere, yelling, screaming, keeping the kids up at night.
And it's not just the neighbors on this street that are concerned. Police say they have received a definite increase in the number of calls from people living in the north end of Barrie who are upset about the noise created by the parties local college students are throwing.
Over the weekend, I believe we laid 3 criminal charges, probably half a dozen liquor charges, and...
Police have stepped up patrols in the area, and the chief of police says he's considering going after the home's landlords.
One of the ways you would get the attention, certainly, of the owner, who may not even live in Barrie, is to send him or her a bill for $1,000.
Brett Benjamin is one of the teenagers living in a home neighbors say hosts many of these parties. He says they have been charged for excessive noise and have paid their fine, but the 19-year-old says the parties won't stop.
We're teenagers, we're going to live it up while we can.
Don't you feel bad for the neighbors who are complaining about this?
No, not really.
We arranged for Benjamin to speak to his neighbors about the parties and noise for the first time.
I can't see us not having people over, continue, like, we try to monitor it and keep it under control best we can, but I don't see that we're never going to have people over, and we're never going to drink.
Shona Essler says the meeting solved nothing, and something has to change.
Nobody should have to live like this. And, and that's why I moved away from Toronto, so I didn't have to live like this.
Police say they think the increase in complaints are because students are now younger when they go to college, which means they can't go out to bars. Instead, many of them are having these bigger parties inside their homes. Now, police tell us they'll be following up on these complaints, and so will we. We'll let you know if there's any changes. Reporting live in Barrie, I'm Naomi Parnas, sending it back to the News Center.
Pet owners have been flocking